Here's a great overview of what you can see within Qlik. You can see the margin, this year's sales versus last year's sales, sales and budget. You can subdivide things by their product group, by the state, by the individual sales rep. It's entirely interactive, and you can see this when making selections. When you make a selection, everything recalculates based off the current selection you've made. So right now you can see we're just looking at these two groups, but we can even go further. We can make selections anywhere on the board, and we can put things together, and it's updated immediately so we can get a real sense of what's going on with our data. Now, let's say I'm starting from zero when I have no information about this database, but I want to get some specific information. In this case, it's very simple. I click the search bar, and for instance, let's say I want to understand what's going on within supermarkets. I simply type, and then Qlik gives us suggestions based off that. Now, you see it recognizes several different categories. So we have the product category, for instance, super vegetable oil or super regular coffee. But what I'm looking for is the business family name of supermarket. So I click that, and immediately I'm able to get data over exactly what's going on within my supermarkets. The great thing is Qlik always shows me exactly what I'm looking at. Here I can see at the top bar the exact product category or the exact selection of information that the data is coming from. When I click the retail bar, I'm able to get more information. For instance, highlighted in green is retail because that's the area I'm focused on. The light gray are categories that aren't being focused on. And then the most interesting part is this dark gray area. This is thanks to Qlik's associative engine. It's able to understand that these are topics that are completely unrelated to the retail sector. So as I've selected supermarkets, I'm then able to go further, and as Qlik's associative model recognizes that hospitals and internet are not part of the retail sales record, it also gives me some insight into potentially a missed opportunity. I'm not utilizing the capabilities for online sales within my supermarkets. So that's really a large missed opportunity. And that's the strong value of Qlik. It's able to take all the data you have, analyze it, understand it, and give you very simple and yet strong insights into what's happening, what's going well, and potential areas where you could improve. In this case, it's fascinating that the big insight isn't with regards to what's associated with our data, but the unassociated data. That's why Qlik even refers to it as the power of gray. Now this is something I was able to intelligence, but what would Qlik be if it didn't provide us with an extra level of intelligence? So let's look at some of the AI features that Qlik provides. So here I'm looking at my average sales per day data. I'm able to see that within this area there was a downward trend, so I'm going to select these 3 months. Once I make the selection, Qlik is going to automatically calculate things. I'm able to look at my exact selection, see what's going on within Qlik, and then I'm going to click the selections bar. Now, within the selections bar, there's this great place called associative insights. I'm then going to click generate insights, and this is where Qlik's AI engine takes over. It analyzes all those fields, including those dark gray ones, and it comes up with insights based off statistical probabilities. Now, when I click an individual field, I can get even deeper insights. For instance, in this case, I can see that within this time period, 39 of my customers didn't purchase something. This represents 11.2% of my customer field. And then going to the sum of sales value, it represents $1.9 million in lost sales. I can even go further. I can see who these customers are. So here, these are my group of customers. And I can select them to begin understanding what could have happened within the process. So now that I have these customers selected, I can go to Insights and I can begin to explore further to begin to understand what's happening. So let's say I want to understand, for instance, the sales variance. I'll type sales, I'll click sales variance, and I'll select sales variance by product group. This is where Qlik's AI really becomes helpful to every user. What happens is it immediately develops a visualization based off the amount of data I've given it. Now, these are not pre-created charts, they're created on the fly, and the visualization has helped to aid me in understanding. You can see right here, this visualization was created because I'm looking at sales variance and I'm looking at product groups. Now, we'll select the top 3 product groups, just to ensure that my attention is focused on the areas where it matters most. Once we've done that, we can then go back to clicking Associative Insights, and we can allow Qlik's AI engine to help generate some interesting feedback for us. So you see here, not only are we looking at our customers, but we're looking at the top 3 product groups, and we're trying to make sense of why there might be an issue with their purchasing. You see, Qlik has developed a whole host of different associations, so we can delve into them and try to learn something. The association on sales rep becomes quite interesting. What I see here is basically that 37 of my 63 sales reps didn't sell the top 3 product groups to our customers, explaining many very interesting things about the sales trends. It explains perhaps why our sales dropped for 3 months. It gives us insight into why products aren't generating as much revenue as we want, and potentially an area for improvement with some of our main customers. Finally, we can drill down deeper and take real action. We can look at our sales reps. We can see which ones aren't actually selling to the customers we want. And for instance, here we can see that Judy hasn't been able to sell the products to the main customers. We can go to her and we can ask why. This helps us generate real-time insights that have immediate business impact and help us make smarter, better decisions. From all of us here at EMARK and Infinity, we hope to see you working with Qlik soon.